Welcome to the Casual Show. This time it's episode 2. I'm your host today, your boy Logan, and I'm with my boy Eddie. Say what's up.
Yee!
Man, there is a lot to talk about this episode. A ton. I mean,
A bunch.
The conference finals are both 3-0 series, and man, you want to get into it or should I?
Yeah, we can get into it. But first, I did want to mention, shout out to a legend. We lost a GOAT today. Bill Walton, Hall of Famer, commentator, just a character overall. I think it was today. It was either today or yesterday, but I just wanted to mention, let the name live on a bit. And yeah, we can move on now.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get too sappy to start,
True.
but felt like I had to mention it.
Yeah.
But we do have some conference finals to talk about.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to start Mavs Wolves?
I can start Mavs Wolves, especially since I covered it. All right.
Oh no, I just meant do you want to do that game first?
My bad. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Mavericks and the T-Wolves. The first thing I want to say, man, this series is literally the Lakers versus the Nuggets. Every game is super close, and they choke every game. The Timberwolves choke every game.
Look, the I don't know. I wouldn't go as far as say that because it might have been even worse with the Lakers because they were leading.
Yeah,
most of those
every
games
game, pretty much.
But the Wolves, it's so strange to me because. Oh, okay. Let me start off by saying this. I am a fraud. I'm an actual fraud. Literally, the moment game 1 started, I was rooting for the Mavs. I'm such a liar. Last episode, I was like, T-Wolves, Anthony Edwards. Oh. No.
Luka has aura, man. Luka took his aura.
I'm sorry. No, not even Luka. It was Kyrie. Kyrie
took his aura.
Kyrie got. It's because Anthony Edwards was guarding Kyrie. He accidentally gave Kyrie the rest of his aura.
Yeah, it was like the Space Jam basketball. It just took it away.
Exactly. He was like one of the Monstars. And then, it's also weird because I've never been a huge Luka stan. I've always liked his game. I think he's cool. But I can see why, compared to, his peers, kind of like a Jokic, he hasn't always been getting, the MVP nods and whatnot. Just, I could see it.
It was team success,
However,
mostly.
This series, I think the series has sold him on me.
Well, yeah, I mean, if he wins the finals this year, I think he should be ranked the number 1 player in the league. It happened with Nikola Jokic.
I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah. I mean, it's whenever I feel like you have to win a chip to be the number 1 player.
It is team success too.
It hinges extremely highly on that.
I think we hinted at this last episode, but I think we were both a little blind to it because we were going I think the game 7 of the T-Wolves Nuggets game was too much recency bias for us because we were going kind of crazy on it.
We were on that crazy.
The days after we recorded that episode, I was reflecting, and like I said, Dallas game 1, I was already kind of thinking about the lineups, and I was like, shit, we might have fucked up.
True.
Because like I said, we hinted at it, but the difference between the Nuggets, who they're built for, which is, we got 2 bigs, we got Jokic covered,
and a bunch of pick and roll,
and Jamal Murray, is not the same as a Kyrie Irving. Jamal Murray's still great, but when you flip it and the front court, the back court is what?
Yes, the back court. The back court, yes.
Yeah, the back court. I was tripping myself. The back court is heavy instead of the front court because they run, Luka, Kyrie, which is the craziest.
Two amazing ball handlers. Who
duos ever.
Who can score from anywhere on the floor? It's crazy.
Yeah, so it's because the Timberwolves are so heavy on their big men. Not to say they don't have great guards because Anthony Edwards, but that also goes to my point. Reggie Miller said it 50 times in game 1. Since Anthony Edwards is so tired of guarding Kyrie, he isn't producing as much offensively.
True.
I do believe that is part of it. So because their team is so big heavy,
don't disrespect big balls. Don't disrespect big balls.
No, I know.
No, I'm joking.
I'm a big balls fan, but
we love big balls, man.
But it's hard, man. The Mavs got aura now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Adding on to your point, man. The Timberwolves really hit their Achilles heel here. We saw it. It's kind of like a complete contrast. They were the only team I feel like that could have beaten the Nuggets. Maybe the Celtics.
That's what's crazy about it.
Maybe the Celtics.
No,
I don't know.
I think only the Timberwolves could have beat them because of the specific lineup they had. Like you mentioned last episode, specifically made to beat the Nuggets.
It is.
But that doesn't necessarily mean they'll beat every team. It's like rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
So
Because now you're
this is
getting
why
these.
it's such a weird year this year.
Now you're getting these shifty guards who
Yeah.
it's impossible, pretty much impossible to keep up with. And then they have it. What was surprising to me, I figured most of their buckets would come from like the 3-point, like the perimeter area.
No,
but
exactly.
a lot of it was lobs inside.
Dude.
Like
Even Kyrie as well. Kyrie was doing. I mean, obviously we've all known he has like the craziest layup package, but you would have thought he would take more threes overall. But he only had like
he shot his first three
in that
threes.
second game.
He shot his first 3 threes in the second. Yeah, the second game, fourth quarter.
And I mean, obviously they were very. I mean, Kyrie's a clutch guy, and they were very helpful. But the fact that they were so productive even without the 3-point line, which was it game 1 or was it game 7? Maybe I'm blurring them together. Where the Timberwolves like lived and died by the 3-point line, but then
Against the
then,
Nuggets,
really been,
or
yeah, I don't remember if they lost in that game 1, but their threes have not been falling for them lately either.
No,
especially
true.
Cat. He's been having a little bit of a tough time with it, and I don't entirely blame any one player like lacking or anything. I just think the mismatch is super weird because Anthony Edwards can only do so much. So once again, not mad at him. Obviously, you know, it's really hard to fucking guard Kyrie. I think he was on the right track trying to be more aggressive in game 3, but ultimately, you know, they fumbled in the end, but they were a lot closer.
Don't let them get a game. as Jaylen Brown would say, don't let them get a game.
Gobert, I'm not sure how to even feel about that because he was guarding that rookie, right? The one that got hurt in the last game.
Derek Lively.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Derek Lively's been cooking.
Yeah, he's a baller. He's a baller.
He has been cooking.
He's so good. And I remember so many people were critical of the Mavericks offseason because they were like, "Oh, why are we tanking for the 11th pick in the draft last year?" And then now it's like, wait, the 11th pick in the draft was the absolute perfect piece around Luka and Kyrie.
Yeah, they actually have such a good fit.
They do. He's just a great defender. He can. Well, I was about to say he can shoot. He can't shoot.
This playoffs,
lobs inside. Yeah, he just scores.
I was watching. I think it's called Mind the Game, the one with LeBron and JJ Redick.
Yeah.
And they mentioned, because we didn't really talk about this last episode, I don't think, but we can definitely talk about it now because this is for the whole playoffs and especially now. They were talking about how the bench players are making, because they always make a huge, what's the word? I don't know. They always
Impact.
help the team a lot in the playoffs and huge impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this playoffs, it feels like they're almost making or breaking these games.
True, especially on the T-Wolves side, man. Like like Anthony Edwards.
Reed, man.
Yeah, Nas Reed went crazy. Jaden
Nas Reed,
McDaniels.
low key, Nas Reed is the best Timberwolf right now. I'm not gonna lie.
In this series, yeah, he's been the best Timberwolf for sure. Like it's the thing is, it really frustrates me with Cat because I see the talent. He's so good, but it's like, bro, you cannot be unplayable, like actually unplayable. It was game 2 when he sat out the last 10 minutes of the game or something, or the last 8 minutes.
Oh, was it fouls?
Well, part of it was fouls. He
Or
had 3 or 4 fouls, but Nas Reed was going crazy. But
Game 3. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
but
you're
game
good.
3, almost every T-Wolf was in foul trouble.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Well, the T-Wolves really struggle to stay out of foul trouble, like just in general. And now you're going to guard against these really small, shifty guys who can shoot anywhere, which was a problem the Nuggets had. Only Nikola Jokic was cooking. Only Jamal Murray was cooking. And now you're just kind of stuck, man. Like, I don't know how the T-Wolves are going to get out of this hole. I think the series is already over, personally. I don't know about what you think, but yeah.
What? They have Nas Reed.
Yeah, you're right. They have the GOAT
They're
on their
fine.
team. They have the GOAT on their team. They were
I
the
think-
T-Wolves wanted to challenge.
Hey, if they somehow come back, it would be the greatest thing ever.
It would.
But we say that every time a team's down 3-0. We're like, oh my god, what if they do?
Yeah, it
Sit up
never
with the
happens.
fucking Lakers.
Literally never
When we were
happens.
down.
Yeah.
I was like, we're gonna come back, man. Trust me.
Did
I
you
don't
really
know, I guess
believe
they
that?
I always believed it, man. I always believed it.
I know there was like a tweet that was like, the best part about being a Lakers fan is that right now we're the 8th seed and I fully believe we're gonna win the championship.
To be a Lakers fan, the prerequisite has to be delusion.
Delusion, yeah.
Because every year you have to think you're gonna get the best free agents. Every year you gotta think you're gonna have the best, like the coach that might not be the best coach suddenly is gonna become the best coach. You think that the random bench player we traded for is suddenly gonna become an all-star. You have to believe in everyone at their best.
Bro,
and yeah, even if we're at the 8th seed, we can beat the Nuggets.
It's crazy too because damn. Wait, what was I even saying? Oh,
this guy.
Okay. Oh yeah. No, I remember. Dude, I saw this thing that was like realistic expectations for teams in the offseason and like their dream expectation. The realistic one for the Lakers was Trae Young. And
no, I saw that. Was it the Bleacher Report?
It was the Bleacher Report one.
Things?
It's
that shit was just to get people.
I know.
Every single one was so
realistic.
bad.
Trae Young wanting like the dream is Donovan
Look,
Mitchell.
Man.
It's like what?
I would take either. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't say it's necessarily realistic, but you guys need another big before you need a point guard. Honestly,
we do. We need Karl Anthony Towns.
Anyway, I think we've strayed too far away from the Mavs and Timberwolves series. But, man, another thing I want to add, dude, PJ Washington has been ridiculous. Like, he literally, he's so clutch. He makes every three, every bucket when they're in trouble. I mean, all these games have been pretty close, but they always pull away from it because they have two of the best closers in the league, Luka and Kyrie. But also, PJ Washington has been absolutely clutch. He's hitting pretty much every bucket, as I said.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to talk about a particular ref rule?
Yeah, I know it's kind of the point of controversy right now.
Yeah, if you guys didn't watch the game, there was a point where
it was game 2.
I forgot what Timberwolves player.
Yeah, it was game 2. It was Jaden McDaniels.
Timberwolves player had the McDaniels had the ball. They called it as an out of bounds.
Yeah.
But before the ball went out of bounds, I think it was Kyrie that hit him somewhere, and
it caused him to lose the ball.
Because they called it out of bounds. They called it out of bounds, right? The coach calls for a challenge. Is like he got fouled, but because the refs called for, he did for sure. But because the refs called out of bounds, they could only review whether it was out of bounds or not whether there was a foul call, which is fucking stupid.
It is.
Unless I'm misquoting the rule.
No, you're right.
I think that's
you're
the
right.
That
is what it is. Mm-hmm.
And even the announcers were like, "This rule is weird." I agree.
And it's not even an officiating problem. It's literally just the rule book.
It's not. The refs just literally have to do their job there. I know we can dog on the refs all we want, which people are gonna do, myself incled. I'm a Lakers fan, but
yeah, right there it wasn't warranted.
That's a case where it's like they had to. They even if they wanted to, they couldn't be like it was a foul because then they'd probably get in trouble.
True.
So that's rough because even though I was, like I said, the Mavs aura was getting to me, I was kind of like, ooh, beat him again. I still don't know to this day whether it's an underdog thing or just a troll thing for me. But even though I did want to see the Mavs win, that was kind of a sad way to end the game.
It was. I mean, dude,
because
let's say that call goes the Timberwolves' way, they probably win that game, and the entire complexion of the series is different. I don't know if they necessarily would have won. That's the danger of what ifs, right? But also,
it's easy to get caught up in that.
Also,
Lakers fan.
There's a very good chance that they could have won that game.
Mm-hmm.
So,
or at least like overtime.
Something. Yeah, made it a little closer.
Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else we got to talk about with them. That's huge.
No, but all I want to say, Dallas Mavericks fans, congratulations! You punched your ticket to the finals.
Most likely, yes.
Timberwolves fans, have fun in Cancun.
Y'all gotta book the flight. They sell it out fast. Come on down.
Ant, come on the pod.
It's fun over here.
Cat, come on the pod.
Come on the pod.
Let's have some fun.
We can do a
Let's have some fun.
Special.
Nas Reed, we want you on the pod first.
Nas Reed.
You're a dog.
Facts.
You're a dog.
He's him. He better get paid good.
Oh my god.
I have no clue what his
He's at least he better get at least like 25 M's for sure. 6th man of the year. He was ridiculous this season. Although it should have been Malik Monk. It should have been Malik Monk. Sorry. It should have been. BS.
Okay, so we got Pacers versus Celtics.
This series is clearly less intriguing, but also kind of fun.
Whoa, okay, hold on. okay, if the Pacers didn't fumble the first 2 games and Halliburton didn't get hurt, I know we're doing the what if thing,
Yeah.
but it could have been a very interesting series because the Pacers started out, well, even in the first 2 games, even though they lost, they were still a lot closer games than I think anyone thought they were going to be.
It's literally
And
Timberwolves, Mavericks, how it started out too.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of the antithesis to the Western Conference because Jason Tatum wasn't playing as good as he normally does. They really got clapped because Jaylen Brown was carrying.
Yeah.
Al Horford was doing his thing. And the rest of the Celtics were clicking, even when Jason Tatum wasn't at his best. And that's the power of depth at the end
And
of the
Tatum
day.
had it
Meanwhile,
in
the
a
Pacers
ridiculous
had the
game
opposite.
last game.
Oh, yeah, game 3, yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of already over, but, you know. Like, I wouldn't have said it was already over going into game 3, but once Halliburton was out, I was like, no way.
And they
There's
still
no
almost
way.
won. It's kind of crazy.
And dude, oh my god. Yeah, so that was fucking hilarious. Because I was like, you know what? I'm not going to watch this game. I already know how it's going to go. You know, I'm busy. There's shit going on. Halliburton's not playing. I look at my phone and they're winning. And I was fucking pissed. I went on, watched the game, and
They lost. Bro, the thing I will say, man, first of all, like, Jason Tatum had a great game last game. Don't get me wrong. However, I don't even know if the Celtics need Jason Tatum in this series. I don't know. Because, bro,
as weird as it sounds, I do think that they could have won without him. But that sounds very weird to say about like,
Jason Tatum's obviously the best player on the Celtics.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a great defender, everything. Dude, this Celtics team is just so much more talented than every team in the league as far as starting lineup. You have Drew Holiday, one of the best defenders in the league. You have Kristaps Porzingis, one of the best shooters in the league. Jason Tatum, obviously probably a top 7 player in the league. Jaylen Brown, probably top 25 player in the league. And then shooting guard, you have Derek White,
Wait,
who's
we're forgetting a team.
who?
The Sacramento Kings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. If we were healthy, man,
you
we
make
would
a
have
great
won that.
point.
We would have won.
But
I just
I
don't.
forgot to mention Porzingis though. That's another thing with the Pacers. Even if Halliburton was healthy, they needed to steal those first 2 games when they had the chance because once Porzingis comes back,
True.
it's gonna be a rough time.
Dude, the thing is, the Celtics are doing this entire playoff run. They've only lost 2 games, and they haven't had their best center.
East.
Yeah, they're in the East. They're in the East, which, yeah, obviously. They've had no adversity, and that's the only issue I have with this team. Because usually you face your adversity early on in the season. Like, for example, the Lakers.
That's how the East has been for a while, though.
It has been. It's been weak.
It's not really just a Celtics thing. Like, even when the Cavs were running it, it was always like...
Weaker than the West.
Although, to be fair, those few years, it was always like Cavs versus Warriors. So, it's just weird it happens.
But the thing is,
I feel
man,
like it does happen more in the East than the West, though.
obviously on paper, the Celtics team is the best team in the league. Like, they have the best starting 5 easily. And they have a decent bench. Not great. Decent. The Mavs are deeper than them. But I don't know who stops
I
the
think the Mavs
Celtics
are
team.
better.
I don't, maybe in just because of how much offensive firepower they have. But dude, the Celtics in terms of talent are clearly head and shoulders above any other team.
Yeah, they have a lot of pieces.
It's insane.
I do think the Nuggets would have clapped them though.
Yeah, probably. I don't like they couldn't guard Nikola Jokic. I don't know how.
Maybe not clapped, but at least
they would have won the series. Yeah,
I think it would have been a sweep. But that was the interesting though about this series. It's like since the Nuggets got eliminated, now it's the best chance for any of these 4 teams before the games. Obviously, now it's only 2 teams really.
pretty much. Yeah.
But it was the best chance for them to get a championship. In these,
Yeah,
because
the big bad Wolves are out.
or at least this year and like next year. I don't know how it's going to be for the Nuggets now. I don't think much changes. I
No.
still think they're going to be huge contenders next year. So it's just like it's just one of those crazy ass things that doesn't normally happen where it's like, oh shit, the top dog is out. Let's get our championship while we can. Mavs are taking full advantage. Celtics, we already knew were probably going to make it anyways, so I'm not really surprised about that.
No.
It would have been so fucking fire though if the Pacers somehow did it.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly from the beginning of the season, everyone expected the Celtics to win the chip. That was everyone's bet.
The chip.
Yeah, Everyone was expecting the Celtics to win the chip at the beginning of the year.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they were the favorite.
I thought the Lakers were gonna win the chip. I'm not gonna lie.
That's your bias. That's the thing.
I'm not biased.
Well, I'm just chill because
yeah,
the Kings are gonna win next year, so we're good on that front.
You're biased. That's crazy.
I'm not biased. The Kings are gonna win next year. De'Aaron Fox, Finals MVP. Come back to this. Come back to this. I don't care.
Yes, sir.
Nah, man. So there is something I wanted to bring up. So last pod, we talked about.
You keep going.
My bad. We talked about a good fit. This is random, but we talked about a good fit for the Knicks to trade Julius Randle to, and I think I found the perfect player for the Knicks. Or I've thought about it. Although I don't know if this trade would go down because it's two New York teams, the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Knicks. Mikal Bridges on the Knicks would be perfect. He would be perfect.
He would be fire.
3-and-D guy. He can score pretty well, like 20 points per game, basically.
For him, though?
Julius Randle, and you'll get stuff back. You'll get Julius Randle and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I was about to say, as a straight trade, I don't know if that would.
No. Julius Randle for Mikal Bridges and like maybe a first or two. I don't know.
Yeah. I was thinking about no trades today, but you brought it up.
Thought it was fun to talk about. So in other news though.
Wait. I'm sorry. We might need to backtrack because there was two huge things I did not mention.
Oh, my bad.
All right. So when I was watching the Celtics games, I noticed something goofy. Every time they do a close up on the Celtics coach, he looks
Joe
extremely
Mazzulla.
disturbed.
He looks like a serial killer at some point.
He always looks like there's a gun to his head.
He does.
Like he
looks like an Attack on Titan character, like big ass, like eyes wide open. It's crazy.
One of these days we gotta rank Coach Aura.
Oh, Joe Mazzulla's dead last. Bro. Oh no, Darvin Ham sandwich, bro, last place. Although he's fired now.
Also, for the Indiana Pacers, I just have one thing to say. If you want to come back, you're down 3, but there is a piece that could easily replace Halliburton, and she's already in Indiana.
Ooh.
Call up Caitlin Clark, baby.
Caitlin Clark's the GOAT.
She's gonna bring you to the finals.
She would. Hey, not gonna lie. Pacers fans, have fun in Cancun, buddy. Have fun in Cancun. We love you, but yeah.
Book your flight, baby.
Book your flight. It'll be fun. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'm done with the Celtics Pacers game. I don't have much else to cover. It's clearly the less intriguing game, as I already mentioned, but like we gotta cover it.
Wait, one last thing.
Yeah.
The I think it was the end of game 3 when they were running that like football looking play to get.
Oh, 4 verticals. Yeah, they ran 4 verticals.
No,
yeah.
It was. People were joking about it.
It was a good play.
Only because they missed the shot. It was a great play.
It was, yeah.
I was not expecting that to work as well because I was thinking the same thing when they were about to run it. I was like, yo, I did this shit on fucking Madden.
Yeah.
And they got a nice shot off. It just happened to not go.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's all you can do. Just scheme your shooters open.
I just thought it'd be fun to bring up.
So in other news, we're not picking sides in this case. We just need to report it. Josh Giddey is a free man. They're not looking into him anymore. Hey. Investigations have ceased. That's all I got to say.
You must have stopped listening to Drake.
True. The certified lover boy, man. Certified
boy lover.
The certified boy lover himself. Yeah.
Oh,
also, Lonzo Ball was donated.
Bro.
Was donated what? A meniscus, right?
If I knew that you could do that,
D-Rose would have had my niece for sure.
Ago.
For sure.
Years ago.
Man. Dude,
Kobe would have had my Achilles.
I
Paul
wish
George would have had my other one.
I wish D-Rose, man. Like I wish he could have had a longer prime.
D-Rose.
Dude, the thing is, he was so good in his prime. Like, I know a lot of talks are had that LeBron deserved that MVP. Maybe not, right? Like, LeBron.
The thing is, though, that was probably a case of both voter fatigue and, like, how crazy it would have been for D-Rose to be the youngest.
Yeah.
So, like, narratives do rule.
Well, also, LeBron was, like, the supervillain that year. He was literally the most evil person on the planet. And furthermore, like I'm writing an essay. D Rose, man, like he brought the Chicago Bulls back from mediocrity, years of mediocrity, then got injured again, and sadly was never the same.
It's just the Bulls. Like, I mean, obviously they had Michael Jordan, so after years past having the best, one of the best teams ever, if not the best, with the best player of all time,
second best player of all
if
time.
not, well, I was gonna say if not, then one of the best.
Yeah.
Then having to go back to being a regular ass team, it's gotta be rough. It's gotta be rough.
True.
At least like with me, okay, I'm a regular ass team. But if you're a Lakers fan, let's say from like the 80s, then you've gone through multiple eras of great teams. The Bulls, it's just like this one. And then finally, after all these fucking years, you get D Rose actually goated, doing motion, and you're like, he's so fucking young. He's not Jason Tatum 19, but he's still pretty young. And we're going to have him for the next 10 years or so. We're definitely getting a chip.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it must have been fucking rough.
I would be, dude. I feel so bad.
I'm not even a Bulls fan, and I wanted to be a Bulls fan.
Everyone loved D Rose, man. I don't think there's a single person who didn't like D Rose. Like, if you...
Bro, his jerseys was all I ever saw in middle school.
True.
Yeah. We were talking about Lonzo. So, yeah, he said, I think it was when he first got injured on the Lakers. I'm probably misquoting him a bit, but I think they thought it was something else or whatever. So he went back to playing. Thought he was good. Turns out, no meniscus there. Like, it just fucking evaporated or some shit.
That's insane.
Moved on to the next world. And
moved on to the next world. Crazy.
Oh, shit. I just got a fucking person just subscribed thing on my Streamlabs.
Hey! Let's go.
Hey! But I guess it was bone rubbing against bone, which... Even if you don't know anything medically, because I really don't, that just sounds fucking crazy.
It sounds like it hurts really badly.
And it sounds hella painful.
It does.
Because obviously you have muscles and ligaments and shit in there for a reason. So that's why he hasn't been in the league for, what, almost 2 years? Well, he's been in the league, but
he hasn't played in like 2 years.
In like 2 years? Because he's just, I think he said he's just now at 70%.
I hope to rough. God Lonzo comes back and he's just a baller again.
Yeah.
He's one of the most likable players in the league.
It's extremely scary just knowing how complicated that sounds. It just sounds like there's so much. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer here, but it does sound like there's so many complicated, intricate things in the muscles and whatnot in the process.
We don't know anatomy, man. Don't judge us.
But
we don't know anatomy.
I just know that getting a whole new meniscus is crazy.
It's probably not the most healthy.
Someone died to give him this meniscus, man.
Yeah, I would have done it for D Rose too. Man. So you talked about having sustained success with teams. Like obviously the Lakers won the bubble, and right now they're not the best team in the league. The Bulls won the '90s finals, like kind of dominated the '90s. Right now they're one of the saddest teams to root for because they've been mediocre every single year. And you'd rather be bad than mediocre. Just because then you get a good pick. Man.
Not these days. The Atlanta Hawks get the pick.
I don't even want to hear anyone, unless you're a Clippers fan, which is a worse franchise than the Kings. I don't want to hear anyone complaining about this shit. Because I have suffered through years of being a Kings fan. Years!
You guys have made good picks, though.
We've made good picks. None of them have translated to another banner. I don't care. Man, you, the Lakers, we got fucked over in the Western Conference Finals years ago, and we should have won the chip that year. I don't care. We should have won. I'm
sorry. There's a reason you guys are called the Queens. Okay, it's unfortunate.
It's BS. I'm tired of the King slander. We are gonna win the next 5 chips. I'm tired of it. De'Aaron Fox is the best player in the league. Domantas Sabonis, great player. Obviously, another top 3 player in the league. I don't care.
I would love to see the Kings become one of the better teams. I just don't think it's in the cards right now for them to become a top team.
Oh, it's not. We're a small market too. Well, medium-sized market.
Issue. Although I feel like market's overrated these days, low key.
I don't. Well, like, for free agents, it's.
As a Lakers fan, I feel like the LA Hollywood pool isn't as big as it used to be.
Well,
Like people always go, oh, everyone wants to go to LA, but they really don't.
a lot of people do. Well, for free agency and obviously
do,
monetary value,
But
LA is the spot to be. Like New York's the spot to be.
everyone went to the Clippers.
Well, yeah, that was a while ago though. The Clippers haven't really
Yeah.
gotten a major free
I
agent in
thought
a
we were
while.
gonna get Paul George. God damn it, we did not get Paul
You
George.
didn't. I mean, who cares? You got a chip. Who cares?
That is true. That is true.
Dude,
I thought we were gonna get DeMar DeRozan when he was still at his top. We did.
who's the best player the Kings have signed in a long time? Like this offseason, we only got JaVale McGee. He's a good player. I mean,
McGee's good.
he was at a fair. Literally, we have the Sac County Fair. I didn't go, but JaVale McGee was
Nice.
there. A lot of my friends met him. Said he was a cool
Wait,
guy.
okay, you're complaining about Sacramento. At least you're not Ohio.
That's what. No, I agree. Sac is a great place. I love it. One of my favorite places on earth. However, for free agents, they think L.A. Like a lot of people, especially who aren't in California, they think L.A. That's the major thing they think about. They don't think about Sacramento, which is one of the best places on earth. I don't care. Love it. But yeah, obviously we're not the most enticing for free agents.
Okay, so here's my question then. Why don't the Knicks have every free agent then? Because they're the biggest market.
They sign a lot of big free agents. Like they've gotten way more major free agents than the Kings.
Recently?
Recently, not as much because they've been building. They've kind of just been building from the draft. I don't think they've really cared about having a major free agent recently. Like the last big one was obviously Carmelo was up there.
You gotta respect like a team that will actually rebuild these days, because I feel like a team will rebuild and then just because they can sign a star will,
True.
or a former star.
Well, I mean, okay.
There's so many teams in a weird limbo right now.
Let me use another New York team, like for example, like
The
Kevin
Brooklyn
Durant,
Nets.
Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and yeah, that's all I.
They're in a strange spot right
They
now.
are they're in the probably one of the worst spots in the league, in my opinion. They don't have a lot of
I
their
don't even
first
think they have
round
no
picks.
picks.
No picks.
They've-
They traded them. I
which
think
is
a lot of
crazy
them are on the
because
Rockets.
That's the mistake they literally
Or
made
Thunder.
the first time when they traded for KG, and that's why the Celtics had all those picks for Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, even though they were still a good team.
Yeah.
Like because so the Nets already fumbled with that, and then they did it again.
It's sad.
Because I don't know the details of the trade, but I'm assuming they had to give up first picks for the Kyrie KD team.
History repeats itself, and that's
Or
just
first
how
round
it
picks.
goes.
Yeah. Absolutely rough.
Hey!
Absolutely rough.
By the way, we just posted a video. Guess
Yeah.
the NBA player by their tweets. On Instagram,
sir.
it's already the most liked video we've posted. 18 likes. 18 likes already.
Oh, shit.
And we posted it like, what, an hour ago?
Oh.
Maybe less time than an hour ago. Pretty crazy, which only has 360 views, 18 likes. We love it. Thank you for the likes.
Hey.
Thanks for the support.
That's really good.
Very
Yo,
good. Very
we're
good. We're cooking. We are cooking.
Yeah.
But
Little pat ourselves in the back. Woohoo.
I'm tired of the rambling. Let's get into it. Hey, we talked about Lonzo Ball. How about we talk about another Ball brother? Let me know your thoughts about this LaMelo thing, man. If you guys don't know,
Okay.
hey, I'll let
So-
Eddie explain it. Go ahead. Yeah.
So I think it was an actual child wanted LaMelo's autograph, came up to his car probably. I don't know. I wasn't fucking there. And I guess LaMelo sped away and ran over their foot. And
He
now
probably
they're
didn't
They're
mean-
gonna try and sue or whatever.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is it should have been me. The money, the
True.
bag, man. God damn it! I would have been set for life. I wouldn't have to record this podcast. I would have been cooking.
Bro,
Ah!
hey,
I'm kidding.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think LaMelo meant to do it. He probably didn't mean to run over the kid's foot. I don't think you kind of have
I
to
have
be
no
a
clue.
complete
I wasn't there.
douche.
I'm
Yeah,
not
we
gonna-
weren't there.
no, I'm not gonna-
We weren't there. I think he just meant to speed off. But if you've seen on Twitter, LaMelo is one of the shittiest drivers I've ever seen. He's horrible. He's horrible.
It's probably just a mix of the worst driver with the kid that's not looking where his foot is at.
True. And like
yeah,
I
that's
completely
rough.
I understand not wanting to give a kid an autograph just because. Imagine being asked for that all day whenever you see anyone in public. Like I totally get it, but also LaMelo needs to be more careful, man. He needs something like
Just say,
you can't let that happen.
running over paparazzi is one thing. A child's foot is another.
Yeah, because paparazzi deserves
Okay.
it. No, I'm playing. So
Fuck paparazzi, man.
fuck them. So
Do you want to talk about
yeah, let's hear.
the awards and.
Oh man.
Well, I don't even know if you want to talk about awards, but like the first team, second team. Third
Yeah.
Team, like all
Let's
that
talk about the first. You want to do rookie teams first?
We can, but I'm not gonna know as much as you.
Well, I mean,
Let's pull it up.
it's
Hold on, I gotta
fairly
look it up.
general,
Okay,
I
got
guess.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
All rookie first team. We got. Oh boy, Jaime
Yeah, Jaime Jaquez.
Jaquez Jr. Oh wait, I know him.
Yeah.
Chet Holmgren, Brandon Miller, Brandon Podziemski,
Podzem-
Victor Wembanyama.
Pods.
Did I fuck up his name?
No, you're good. You're good, man. You're good. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Okay.
I will say, locks that had to be there. Victor, obviously, lock. One of the best rookie seasons we have ever seen. Unanimous MVP. Very good as a rookie. Another lock, Chet Holmgren. Very good rookie, once again. One of the best defenders in the league already. Great three-point shooter. Great rookie. You want to have him on every team. Last one, Brandon Miller's easy lock. And maybe Jaime Jaquez. I don't know. I don't know what you think. He was good, but
Don't know like that. I do think this is a good rookie like pool though.
I'd say Jaime was very good. You know what? I'm gonna say Jaime's a lock too. One thing I will say.
Okay, wait. Second team though, I see a name that. Look, I really only know him from playoffs.
This is what I'm saying.
But
Derek Lively should have been on first team
Lively.
over Brandon Podziemski. I don't care.
okay,
The value that
I'm not mad at the take.
the value that Lively brought to that team was ridiculous, man. First of all, it doesn't show up on the stat sheets a lot. He's averaged 9 points, 8 rebounds, good numbers, and what 1.2 blocks, something like that. Again, good numbers, but nothing that's gonna blow you out of this world, right? However, if you watch the games, he shoots like 70% from the field. First of all, he doesn't take stupid shots. He's a great defender, sets great pick and rolls, and he's there for any oop. Like pretty much any alley-oop Luka or Kyrie need. He's great at sensing it. He's where you need him to be on the floor. Very high IQ rookie. Like, what more could you want? Versus a guy like Brandon Podziemski, who's very good, don't get me wrong, who could score off the bench from time to time. But he just didn't bring the same value. I think he mostly got it because obviously the Warriors are the biggest market in the league, or second biggest market in the league. I don't know. What do you think about that?
I thought that was a whole lot of yap. But
Oh,
we can-
all right,
I'm just
bro.
kidding. I'm just
All
kidding. I'm
right.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just don't know. I don't really have a horse in this race. I didn't really know nothing about many of the rookies this year.
Low key,
Until they started already cooking.
a sleeper pick for all rookie first team was G.G. Jackson, who averaged 15 points in 25 minutes. Pretty crazy. A lot of his crazy games were down the stretch, obviously, because you're resting starters. You're not a playoff team. But he averaged 14.6 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. And he had 44 points his last game. Pretty crazy.
Not bad. Now, one that I do want to talk about, though. All defensive first team.
All defense.
Oh, wait. Yeah, we were already talking about the second team. Sorry. Yeah.
Let's-
I was like, we got to do the second team for rookies, but we just did.
Yeah.
All defensive first team. Bam Adebayo, Anthony Davis, Rudy Gobert, Herb Jones, and Victor Wembanyama. Do you want me to say the second team, or do we want to talk about the first team?
Let's
first?
talk about the first team.
Okay.
I seen on Instagram, I forget who was, I think it was Herb Jones. It was Herb Jones or another person on the second team. They were kind of complaining that the first.
Herb Jones is on the first team.
Oh, sorry, not Herb Jones. It was a guard.
You wanna name
It
the
was
second
no,
team?
it was Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs said it on the second team.
Okay.
So on the first team, if you notice, it's only front court players. It's only
Yeah.
small forwards, power
Big
forwards,
boys.
centers, and obviously, like I get it because
It is
inherently
rough because
they're going to be
going
more
to
valuable.
because the weight put on blocks.
Yeah, and also the positioning, you're just gonna play more defense. I don't have too many issues with the first team, although with the second team, I maybe think that Chet Holmgren could have been in there, but I don't know over who. It's kind of hard to say. I think Drew Holiday deserved it. I think he deserved to be a lock. Alex Caruso deserved it. Derek White deserved it. He was great all year. And then Jalen Suggs and Jaden McDaniels. So maybe I'm wrong there, But Chet Holmgren was obviously amazing as a rookie.
All I know is Anthony Davis represent.
Oh, yeah.
Lakers.
AD was great this year.
He's him. Bro, it was one of his best years. I was so happy. Especially in the playoffs, like low-key.
He carried.
He carried so hard.
Except in the fourth quarter. He kind of was ass in a lot of the fourth quarters.
The thing is that I feel like some of those was more Darvin Ham's game plans because Anthony Davis isn't the ball handler, shot creator guy. He's the one that you find his spots and
feed him in the post.
You feed him.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to create the plays.
I mean, he plays with finesse. Like, he's really good.
Yeah. I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying that that's not his role.
True.
Like, so some of those fourth quarter games, I was really frustrated with some of the coaching choices because some of those game plans were really weird.
Do you have a big issue at all? Like, do you think a player was snubbed from the defensive team?
Not particularly. This one, I honestly, yeah, it's another one that I don't know as much. It's the All NBA team that
it's kind of hard to quantify defense compared to everything else, because you look at stats, but stats aren't a great picture. It's like the cornerbacks in the NFL. Yeah. It's like people. Maybe Sauce Gardner doesn't get a ton of picks, but they don't throw the ball towards him. He's kind of on an island. They don't throw the ball. He locks people down. He forces a lot of incompletions. Like, it's kind of that. It's pretty hard to quantify. So I think the voters did pretty solid here. Although maybe a guard should have made first team. Like, I think Herb Jones maybe should have been second team and push either Jalen Suggs or Drew Holiday to first team. Because, dude, Jalen Suggs is slowly becoming one of my favorite players in the league. He had...
Man, you Suggs in it?
Oh, I'm sugging it, bro. He was not good his first 2 years, actually. But ever since he made the transition and improved...
Hey, saying he's not good, but he would kick your ass at the YMCA.
Oh, for sure. But it's also, man, I just love seeing players improve like that. Jalen, we love you. Come on the pod, please. We really like you, man. Come on the pod.
And then Logan will say it to your face that you weren't good.
No, I will not say that, Jalen. I'm saying in comparison to now, you weren't. I'm not gonna say you weren't as good, but you've made tremendous strides, and I really respect you. And I think you should have been first team. But obviously, a front court player is inherently more valuable defensively, as we said. But yeah. I'm kind of done with the defensive teams. I don't know if you have more.
This one, no. I want to move on.
All NBA third.
Because All NBA first team.
Oh, you're starting off first.
Let me just go through all of them.
Okay.
Let's just go through all of them
at
the same time. I feel like, or we can just start with third. I don't know. The people already know who it is. This is like weeks later.
Sure. I mean, we could start. It's not weeks. It's like a week maybe. We could start.
No, but by the time this comes out.
True.
We're recording this like
probably
5 days before.
Yeah. Okay.
This came out 5 days ago.
I think let's just start with third team. I mean, you could name them all out. All right. I don't think it's a big deal.
LeBron James from the Los Angeles Lakers. Devin Booker from the Phoenix Suns.
I mean, I think LeBron is pretty much a lock till his career's over.
Domantas Sabonis from the Sacramento Kings.
Yes.
Tyrese Halliburton from the Indiana Pacers.
I have a big issue. From
fuck are they? The Golden State Warriors. I was about to say San Francisco.
I have
Warriors.
a big issue. Very big.
I have an issue too. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we have the same issue. My issue is that LeBron should not be third team.
What do you think he should be?
He should be second, at least. Well, probably just second. I think second would be good.
Okay, maybe. Yeah. LeBron, this is one of his better old man seasons. He shot 41% from three on high volume. It was like 6 threes a game. Like not high volume, but also not low volume. He was very good from three. I think LeBron was extraordinarily efficient. It was good. Maybe second team. I could maybe get to you there. I think we should move on to second team.
Kawhi's on second team.
Oh, I would put LeBron over Kawhi. Yeah, I agree with that.
We got so second team is Kawhi Leonard.
Wait. I have an issue. I have an issue with third team. What's
your issue?
Listen, Steph Curry, great player.
Great
player, and he should be a lock, right? He should be a lock till he's out of the league, right? But if we're talking about seasons, there is probably 2 guys who had better seasons than him. De'Aaron Fox, who had a better record, who probably had better stats. He was a little less, but I think it's better with more wins, right? Like, I'll take more wins, and we bounce you out of the playoffs. I know the voting's done before the playoffs, but I think De'Aaron Fox should have been in over Steph Curry.
Bounce him out the play-in. Don't make it sound like y'all were going crazy. Y'all was in the play-in.
Took him out of the playoffs. I don't care.
I know.
De'Aaron Fox, I think personally should have been third team. He had similar stats to Steph Curry, even if it was slightly less. And the team success was better. And De'Aaron Fox also should have been an all-star.
Once again,
I don't care.
It's just that star power, man.
It is star power, and Steph is probably going to be a lock till his career's over, as I already said. But yeah, that's my only issue with third team. I don't know if you had anything else.
Okay. I didn't know you felt so strongly about not liking Stephen Curry. That's crazy.
Bro, don't put words in my mouth. Don't put words in my mouth. I love Steph Curry. I don't care. I love Steph Curry. I really do like you, man. But De'Aaron Fox deserved to be All-NBA third team. If it wasn't a star thing, then De'Aaron Fox should have been in. I don't care.
I have no clue. I'm just a casual.
I'm a casual too. And
we got All-NBA second team: Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards, and Anthony Davis.
Yeah. Anthony Davis was, I think that's a good placement. I like it, but I do agree LeBron should be over Kawhi this year.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Either Kawhi or low-key, maybe KD.
Yeah. I think LeBron had a better I think LeBron had a better season than both. I really do.
That's what I'm saying.
However, both
you can't put him over any of the other three.
Both won more games than him. So, I don't Although with Kevin Durant, it's not so much more that it's super significant. And I know I'm going to look biased because of what I said about De'Aaron Fox, but LeBron's stats were better than KD's. I don't care.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm probably.
I don't know though. I'm not a fucking like you are my sunshine. I'm not that type of Lakers fan.
Yeah.
I've been a Lakers fan, so I'm not like tripping about it. You know, I don't particularly get angry when my glorious king doesn't make All NBA second team. And you know, it's still an accolade. He got third team still. Still helps for the legacy.
Yeah. He's had 20 straight years of All NBA teams.
Yeah, that's crazy. And insane. If anything, I'm more importantly, Anthony Davis getting second team is very awesome.
Yeah.
Because like even this is how I see it. And I know this is a little bit of a tangent. I'll try not to make it too long. Because I was talking to my dad about this. Like with LeBron, let's say even if he does stay for another year, we don't know how much longer his career is. It's definitely not going to be as long as it could be because I don't think he wants to play for that much longer. He's made that pretty clear.
He just wants to play with Bronny.
He just wanted to play with Bronny or at least play in the league with Bronny at the same time. So let's say 1 year or 2 more years, he's out. I think it's kind of perfect, not in like a way of like, oh, I don't want LeBron on this team, but in a way of I think Anthony Davis needs to have that breathing room to actually be a leader. It's really hard to be a leader, even if LeBron's telling you be the leader, because LeBron is there and LeBron is who he is.
Yeah, literally one of the best players of all time.
Exactly. So just in terms of like the societal hierarchy, energy, how humans work, I'm sure it's a little hard to really flourish as a leader when LeBron is there. So, I mean, we saw in the playoffs, that was like the start of like, okay, Anthony Davis is really cooking as the leader rather than just coexisting with LeBron. So I think once LeBron leaves, as weird as it sounds, because I don't think it would make like the Lakers better if he leaves, but I think we'll be in a nice spot for the future because Anthony Davis can be that leader and maybe take his game to another level.
Maybe. I don't know, but he's also getting older too. You have to consider that.
He is.
He's like 31.
But LeBron is 40 and playing how he is, okay?
I don't know if he's going to get to that because I don't know. We'll see.
Davis is going to play till he's 50.
Hopefully. I like AD, man. All-NBA first team. Giannis Acapulco.
These are all locks.
Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum, Shai SGA. Shai Alexander.
Suck.
I don't know why.
Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets. Shai Alexander from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks. Giannis Antetokounmpo from the.
By the way, that stutter was a joke. I stuttered once.
No, it was not.
Hey, I stuttered the first time I stuttered. That was not a joke. But then I continued stuttering, and now I look stupid. But
You're cooked, buddy.
no, I don't think there's any issue with this. I think it's perfect, actually.
Yeah.
Giannis on the first team. I think Giannis had maybe the most underrated year out of anyone in the league, because not a lot of people gave him a ton of serious MVP consideration, but he deserved it. He was great. He was a great player this year, but I don't know. I don't know what you think. I think this first team's actually perfect.
Yeah, I think, like I said earlier, I think they're all locks. I think that was one of the easiest all NBA first teams
Ever.
It was essentially just the MVP voting.
True. Yeah, basically was. Now another thing we could get into is
Could go into actual awards.
I think we should just do MVP. I don't.
Just MVP?
I think it. Yeah, because
You don't want to talk about DPOY?
we're pretty far removed from it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
we
know.
can mention it.
Okay, yeah.
We can mention that Wembanyama should have got it.
Honestly, I don't know. I think Rudy deserved it. I think Rudy
Fair enough.
deserved
He's
it.
not getting it ever again.
He's probably not, no. But the thing is, man, I fully understand. Like as we said, it's kind of hard to quantify who's a great defender, because there's further things that are going beyond stats. Victor had the most impressive year in terms of blocks, in terms of stats. He averaged, 3 blocks a game? No, over 3 blocks a game. And,
So
that's
question,
ridiculous.
With DPOY, is it similar to MVP as with like team success and stuff?
Yeah, well, they take in your defensive
Then it would
rating.
make so much sense.
They take in your
as to
defensive
why.
rating, and Rudy took them to the number 1 defense.
Just overall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
True.
So-
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Okay, you've sold me. I think Gobert deserves it.
Yeah. I think Gobert deserved it this year. Although Wemby's going to get many more, so I don't think people should complain as much as they think they should. I don't know your take on that.
No, I think I think you made a really weird take, because if let's say I do genuinely believe that Wembanyama did deserve it. Now, like, let's say I looked at all the stats and all the stuff and thought he deserved it. I think that's fucked up, because like you could make a case that LeBron, like, because he's who you think is the best player of all time, but like LeBron probably missed out on a few MVPs because of voter fatigue and stuff, and it's like you could say, oh, he's gonna get another one anyways in the future,
No,
but it's never promised.
but the thing is,
So-
I'm saying I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying they should have given it to him because he's not going to get much more. But Rudy led.
No, I'm not saying
yeah,
that.
Rudy
I'm just
led
saying,
the best
like,
defense in the league.
You can acknowledge that Wembanyama is still gonna get more, and still be mad they didn't get this one, because like,
Yeah.
well,
I mean,
I'm
it depends
saying
on your argument.
if you actually think that he deserves it though.
Yeah,
Not
I
just like
understand
a
what you mean.
fuck Rudy Gobert type of thing. I don't know.
I don't know.
Because
I think
I'm not
Rudy
really
deserved
much
it.
thinking about this. I'm just thinking about like other awards as well. Because there's a lot of cases where people get snubbed or don't get something.
I mean, LeBron
They
should
really
have
do.
like 8 MVPs if we're being for real.
No, but Logan, it's okay because he's he got some. Why are you mad?
Well, the difference
Why are you
is that he
mad?
deserved them. Victor didn't lead the best defense in the
No,
league.
I know.
Yeah.
That's not.
I get
I'm
what you mean.
saying.
I get what you mean.
saying
I'm just
that
making
in
an
the
argument.
future-
I'm just arguing. I'm just arguing to
I don't
argue.
know.
And then MVP, Nikola Jokic. I think it should have been Luka, personally. And I'm not a big Luka fan. I don't know about you.
I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know.
Nikola
That was
Jokic.
another one where it was like, I just knew it was gonna go to Jokic because
Yeah, I did
returning
too.
champs, best player in the world. Just it was gonna go to him.
I mean, Nikola Jokic averaged damn near a triple-double and number 1 seed, 58% field goal percentage. Ridiculous year. Great year.
Yeah, I don't see why you're giving it to Doncic.
Because Luka, obviously, I don't take into account numbers completely, but Luka had the more impressive numbers. Also, a couple of years ago, Nikola Jokic won MVP, having damn near a triple-double, as I said. 26, 11, and 8.3. But that year, it's kind of hard to compare because he was also the 6th seed, like Luka is today, or Luka's the 6th or 5th seed. And the reason
It's
Luka,
okay. Luka will get an MVP.
the reason Luka,
Don't worry about
the
it.
reason Luka didn't win is because they're arguing for team success. But I don't get why the energy wasn't the same for Nikola Jokic when he won his first, or when Russell Westbrook won his
See,
won
now
his
you're
first.
seeing my point.
I was
Because
seeing your point.
Wait,
I was
no,
seeing your point.
You're seeing my point. You never know who's gonna win what awards because you don't know what narratives are gonna go off of. You don't know what's gonna actually matter. You know what? I do think Rudy Gobert deserved it this year. I was just saying we don't know who's gonna get fucked over in the future. Although it's very likely Wembanyama's gonna get them all.
Yeah. No.
I don't think they're gonna.
I
fuck
understood
him
your
over.
point. I'm just saying. I think
I'm just a salty Kobe fan because he only has one MVP.
which he only deserved one. No, I'm playing. I'm joking. I'm
Shut
joking.
the fuck up.
No, that's pretty much all I had to say. I'm pretty fine with the awards. I don't know about you. Is there anything else you really had to get off your chest like you hated?
I don't hate anything. I'm just a casual dude. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
Let's move to a certain Kings coach, maybe.
Yeah, we could talk about that.
So there have been rumors, little what's the term I'm looking for? Birds in the grass, a little birdie.
Birds chirping.
Yeah, there's been birds chirping that Mike Brown, the head coach for the Kings, may be fired if he has another unsuccessful year, which is kind of hard to say unsuccessful when you've been in Sacramento and we've been terrible. But he brings us success, and now this coach that brings us success is maybe getting fired, even though he had a bunch of injuries. I don't know your take on it.
It's so strange how, like, there's some cases where I think it's valid, like Darvin Ham. But, like,
Ham sandwich?
the Cavs coach, for example,
Yeah.
didn't have much to work with. How are we going to punish him for that? And then same with, like, the Kings coach. At some point, you got to look at the front office.
True.
And be like, you're giving us no weapons.
Giving us no weapons,
Because-
signing one player in the offseason. JaVale McGee.
Exactly. I feel similar as a Lakers fan, obviously a different degree because the levels of success and like free agents and teams we're used to are a lot different. But think about the Lakers and how aggressive they were for stars and perfect team building when, the late great Dr. Buss was at the helm of everything. And look at them now. It just feels like we've turned into more of like a business than the basketball team.
Yeah, that's a great point.
So, and it's not like I hate our decisions. I like our team to a good degree, but it just doesn't feel like everything in terms of what's going on in the background fits with the goal of the basketball team as much as it did in the past.
Yeah.
Now that's a little bit of a tangent as well, but I needed to get that off my chest because I've been thinking about that for a long time. And then, we had Jerry West, bro, who recruited Shaq and did all that shit. Like, we had such a good management. But yeah, so I feel like sometimes it's very easy to blame coaches. Sometimes, like I said, it's valid. Sometimes I feel like it's the front office trying to get the heat off of their asses and blame the coach.
True.
Like, I think with the Kings, I don't think he should have been fired.
I mean, luckily he hasn't been fired yet. Wait, you're talking about Mike Brown,
he hasn't?
right? No,
Yeah.
he hasn't been fired. No.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
he hasn't, right? I don't think.
I don't know. Look, I don't keep up with it as much as you. I thought you said he was, but I guess
No. No. He wasn't fired. It's just
Oh, okay.
birds
wait, I
chirping.
got my screenshot. After engaging in contract extension discussions, the Sacramento Kings and coach Mike Brown have tabled talks. There remains a gulf on a potential deal for Brown, who has one guaranteed season left on his contract.
Yeah. I don't think
So they're just looking to see how this season goes, pretty much.
Yes. And if the
I think
Kings
this season will be better for you guys though than last season.
honestly, I don't know, man. We're losing Malik Monk more than
Look,
likely.
Yeah, it's fine. He's gonna go back to the Lakers.
No, he's not. I see us. We better get an actual good free agent. We need defensive bigs. We need a wing so bad. And I know the big rumor is that we'll get Zach LaVine. And if we get Zach LaVine, I will cry. I like Zach LaVine. He's a good
Dude,
player.
I thought I was gonna get Zach LaVine.
He's a
from
good
the
player.
Lakers.
I don't want him though. I don't think he fits the Kings very well. I don't want us to move to a big three, quote unquote. Because big threes,
the big three.
they don't work out.
Woo.
I think De'Aaron Fox
What do you
and DeMontis Sabonis surround them with a bunch of 3-and-D wings, great defensive players, and we need a backup big defensively. And I think we will be so much better than last season. Not a championship team, probably. Not yet. I think in the future, possibly. But right now, no. But Mike Brown's a great coach. He brought a defensive identity, and we really needed it.
Yes, sir.
How about you talk about your coaching?
Look, man, is the Mr. Podcast man himself, JJ Redick, going to be our next coach? I don't know.
Dude, that would be such
Honestly,
a weird dynamic. That would be so weird.
I get it. It might be a little bit of a, JJ Redick LeBron podcast nepotism going on. But I would love to see JJ Redick as a coach. My only thing is I don't know if I'd love to see him as a coach on the Lakers.
No. Yeah, that's
right
that's the thing.
Because I just don't get me wrong. I fucking love JJ Redick. I listen to this man podcast all the time. I ride or die for this man. Even when he was in the league, I loved his game. It's just we're in a spot where I don't think a brand new coach would help us as much as a veteran or someone who's like traversed these waters before, especially if we want to make these deep playoff runs.
Well, I think you guys, like, before the Suns hired him, I think Mike Budenholzer would have been great.
Yeah.
He would have been better than Darvin Ham.
It does suck, though, because there's not too many options out there.
Rehire Frank Vogel.
Be better than Darvin Ham.
A lot better than Darvin Ham. I can't believe Frank Vogel got a chip, man. I actually cannot believe it. Yeah, facts.
We'll bring him back.
No, I know, yeah.
Shit, we should have got Ty Lue.
Ty Lue, he might not even be at the Clippers next year. After next season.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. He's a great coach, though. He's actually a fantastic coach.
Yeah.
Especially, like, the amount of injuries they experience, and he's still winning basketball games consistently. I have nothing but respect for Ty Lue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's rough for the Lakers, man. It's rough. We cleared house and don't even have any replacements. But if
they got to get
Lakers
me in the
fans out there
building.
feel better. Literally yesterday I did a 2K my league, and I started from today, so it was this off season. And the coach that I hired was Greg Popovich. No, I didn't edit the league at all. He was available and signed, so maybe that's a good sign. Maybe we'll be cooking, guys. Just saying.
Greg Popovich.
2K is like real life at all.
I don't think Greg Popovich is a great coach anymore. He was fantastic.
Ooh,
I know it's a big hot take, but especially early on in the season, like trying Jeremy Sohan at point guard, I don't know what he was thinking. Not getting Wemby a lot of the reads, don't know what he was thinking. Playing Wemby limited minutes, don't know what he was thinking. He runs an old-fashioned offense, don't know what he's thinking.
He's old. What do you mean?
Yes, but you cannot adjust that game to today. Like, it doesn't work.
Yes, you can. Just give it some time.
Yeah, it results in 22 wins. That's 20 actually wins. It's not great.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't know if you have much more to talk about.
I do not really. I'm looking through my notes. Not really anything that I haven't mentioned yet. Besides, Toronto is getting a WNBA expansion team. Woo!
Nice. That's big news. That's huge.
I wonder what they're gonna be called.
The Toronto.
Depending on what it is, it can make for a fire Drake bar.
That's very true. That is very... Dude, speaking of bars, actually, now we're extending this. Shaq dropped a song with 88 Rising, like the label that has Joji.
I know 88 Rising because they have Atarashi Gakko.
Yeah, and Rich Brian. They have a bunch of
Japanese groups.
They have a bunch of Asian artists. And
I'm seeing them in September.
Oh, nice. Well, anyway, Shaq made a song with them. And listen, Shaq's rap songs are usually horrible. Like, actually terrible. This one was good.
Did you hear his diss track on
horrible. That was one of the worst.
Shay?
That was one of the worst things I've ever heard. It was so bad. Like, Shannon Sharp didn't even reply. That's how you know it's horrible. But
I don't think it would reply either way.
Yeah, probably not. Like Shaq's the last person I'd want beef with. He'd beat my ass. He'd beat a lot of people's ass.
Bro, I know. He would throw you like Jazzy Jeff and fucking Fresh Prince.
No, yeah, but anyway, he said that the Sparks, he needs to pay the Sparks and name them the Los Angeles GGs. And that was a bar. Rest in peace, GG. Rest in peace, Kobe.
That's hard.
Yeah, very good bar.
Dude, I know this is kind of a tangent, but you've reminded me of this because I've been thinking about this a lot lately with like the Caitlin Clark shit, and it's so awesome what she's doing. And I know Gigi would have been doing the same shit.
True.
It's just so fucking sad.
It is really sad. It is really sad.
Especially with how much Kobe was like one of the first. Well, I don't want to say like one of the first because I don't really know, but like he was one of the first that I saw really vouching for the WNBA.
True.
And
very
trying
true.
to get people on it. because he wanted to see the game thrive no matter who's playing it. So
You got to
it's
respect
nice
Kobe,
that
man.
It's happening now. He's probably very happy.
Yeah, got to respect him. But anyway, that's all I had to say. I don't know if you have anything to add. That's
Well, you want
last
to get
topic.
into the casual section?
I think we can get to the casual section, man.
Let's go.
We're gonna start this. We're gonna start this by saying, like always, how was your day, man? How was your week, Ben?
Do you want me to say both? My day, my week, or
Start with your week. Let's go big. Let's go
You
big.
said day first, and then
Yeah,
week.
you know what? Start.
My week's been okay. Work was cool,
Mm.
and then I got today off. It's a Monday, but Memorial Day, so that's been litty.
Nice. I work 6 to
And,
11. Pretty nice.
Oh, last podcast I mentioned I was injured. No longer injured. Everyone told me if you're injured with your leg, stop running. It'll make it better. No, I said fuck it. I'm gonna keep running, and it's gonna get better. And guess what?
You're like Kobe,
Every day
man.
it hurt a little bit less.
Hey,
and now it's completely
and I would
gone.
drop you off in a basketball game 1-on-1. I really would. I would break your ankles.
No, bro.
I would drop you
I
off.
would fucking cook you and then dunk on you.
I would cook you.
Actually get
I would
cooked.
post you up, first
How
of
tall
all.
are you? How tall are you?
Like 5'7".
You're getting dunked on. I'm
5'6".
sorry. You're actually getting.
You're
dunked on.
5'6". You're a little body.
I'm 5'7" on my ID. Thank you.
I'm 5'7" on my ID too. It's bullshit though. We both know we're not 5'7".
Yo, we are actually
We're
actually
manlets.
us.
We're manlets.
We're on fraud watch.
We are. No, but bro, if you don't give yourself an inch or two in any facet of you know what I'm saying? Like any facet of
I
any
don't need
life.
to on the other one. I
No.
was looking yesterday. I was like, yo.
Yeah. It's 5'7". No. We are not 5'7". We are like 5'2". No, we're not 5'2".
I'm like
It's a joke.
5'6" and
Yeah.
maybe like a quarter. I
I'm
don't
like
know.
around there. I'm around there.
But it's okay because Dennis Rodman hit a 11th inch growth spurt in college.
True. We're going to hit it too.
We're gonna hit ours.
Dude, the thing is it's going to be
In a few years.
it's going to be crazy, man, because one day for a charity event we're dead ass going to 1v1 and then afterwards we need to box. We need to get the boxing gloves out just to do it.
Box?
Just to do it.
I'm sorry then. You're gonna lose twice.
You're
then.
going to lose
It's gonna
twice.
suck, man.
You are going to
It's
get
gonna suck. I'm
Bro,
so sorry,
it's going to be
bro.
sad
I'm so
because
sorry.
first of all, I'm going to 11-0
wanna
you
beat up my
I'm going to
pillows.
11-0 you
Oh,
in
no.
basketball.
Oh,
Then I'm going to
yeah.
drop you.
I'm gonna break his ankles. He won't even be able to box, and then I'm gonna.
I'm going to drop you off. I'm going to have NBA players there.
I'm not gonna have a co-host anymore.
No. Oh man. Yeah, you're going to get cooked, buddy.
Terrible.
You're going to get replaced.
No,
You're going to
I'm
get
not.
cooked. And it's going to be GG's, buddy.
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And then we'll do 2K, and then I'll let you have the win because you just play video games and shit.
I will say, man, this week has been a grind. We have been grinding out content.
It's been a grind.
It's
for sure.
it's been tough. We recorded 4 videos yesterday night, over like a,
Mhm.
and we edited a bunch
We
too.
recorded 5. We only.
True.
We did 5. We only recorded 4 of them. because
Oh
I didn't
yeah,
record one of them.
he forgot to record. That was fun.
So we wasted like 20 minutes.
It's all right though. We just need to get the good content out to you guys, and yeah, it's nice, but
Not to dick ride myself, but I was also working on a lot of content for my own shit.
true. And the rap EP mixtape coming out soon.
Ooh.
Coming out in
Ooh.
probably a couple months. But also Eddie's gonna
Nice.
post his. You guys can vote for whose is better. I think we said the loser has to buy dinner, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm also, you can't see it, but I got my drip on. I'm trying out for the Lakers soon.
Oh, you have your jersey
So,
on?
I'm getting ready. No, I got a sweater on. I consider it my warm-up sweater.
Ah,
I got
okay.
some shorts on. They're more casual shorts than my basketball ones, but
Casual
I'm
for a
just getting
casual.
ready because when you're a player, you're always gonna be wearing the team's gear when you're in the facilities and stuff. So I'm just preparing for that part of the game.
Oh yeah, that makes
So
sense.
even when I'm not working on my actual basketball skills, I'm working on the rest of it.
True.
Everything. That mama mentality.
True. Well, I mean, I'm fine with concluding the casual talk right there. I don't know about you, man. I don't have anything else to get off my
Damn,
chest.
you don't have any plans soon?
I don't have any plans.
No video games?
I'm
no-
working. Oh, my sister's getting
movies?
married. That's cool. It's cool in a month. Yeah. Got that.
Okay, we can end it there.
Yeah, we could. Yeah,
Kidding.
boring as shit. You don't need to know my personal
no,
stuff.
No,
but
that's cool. That's
yeah,
cool, bro.
it's cool.
That's cool.
But Yeah.
Man, we are boring as fuck.
We are boring as fuck. But we appreciate you guys for watching. I don't have anything to add. He doesn't have anything of
neither.
substance to add, like usual.
Whoa.
Because he's going to get
Whoa.
dropped off in our 1v1 in the future.
This guy is fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
I'm just telling y'all, he's gonna be clapped.
You're cooked,
It's
bro.
gonna be crazy.
You're cooked. Well,
And then you got it.
yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like. Please subscribe. I know it's a jumbled podcast, but we like it that way. We like the casual thoughts where we just kind of go off the rails. We don't plan anything. It's just fun. It's just fun that way. But yeah, check us out. Our personal channels are in the description. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. If you made it this far, let's say Logan's beating Eddie in a 1v1 or Eddie's beating Logan in a
Don't say
1v1.
that.
Say either.
This is
Say
fine.
either or.
Oh,
Say
yeah.
either or.
Wait
And
a second.
obviously, when you say the first one over and over again, we're going to know. We're going to know. But yeah, thank you again. Thank you guys for watching. We're out. Peace.
Peace.